Microsoft Excel getting around spreadsheets. We're going to open an exercise file called formatting exercise. So I'm going to go to the standard toolbar, to the open button and click. The default location where Excel looks in is the My Documents folder. Our exercise files, however, are stored in a different place, and we'll show you one way of getting back there. This is a drop-down arrow, so if we click, we get to see a number of different places that is on our computer. And we want to go to our C drive, which is our main hard disk. So I click it. And in the C drive are all these folders. The one that we want is the one called Slicer. So I'm going to double click it. And when I do, the folder Slicer appears up the top here in the look-in field. Within the Slicer folder, I want the Excel folder, so I double click that. And there are 3 modules in Excel. We have more, but these are the beginners ones. I'm going to double click on 301, and there are our exercise files. And there's the one called formatting exercise. Notice the small Excel symbol next to the file name. Before we go further, let me just rehash something we've done in previous videos. I can change the view of these files by clicking the little drop down arrow next to the Views button and choosing. I'm going to click Details, and now notice that you not only have the file name, you have the size, type, and when it was last modified. A little bit more information. And of course you have the other views, properties, preview, etc. So let's open the file by double clicking. The file's now on our screen, and we'll notice a couple of things. Firstly, our zoom is set to 120%. So when we create this spreadsheet and we save it, if we save it with a zoom of 120%, that's how it will appear when someone else opens it. We've got some sheet tabs down the bottom, custom format, auto format, and we're currently in page break preview. I'm going to click on the custom format tab. Notice also in every sheet where your active cell is. The active cell in this sheet is C3. Notice the zoom of this sheet is 85%. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on cell J5, but notice it's not in the area that we're currently viewing. So if we look at the column headers, we realize that we have to press the right arrow of the scroll bar to get to column J. And then I go down to row 5 and click. Notice if we look in the formula bar, it shows us that what we actually typed in that cell is a formula. It's the sum formula. It's also known as a function. We'll cover that in a later module. Notice also in the in the name box, it shows us the name of this cell, being J5. And what we're going to do is we're simply going to click in the middle of the name box, and the current cell name is highlighted, and I'm going to type in A1 and then simply press enter. And what that does is it takes us to cell A1. If I click in the name box and type in A6 and then press enter, then it takes us to cell A6. And that's moving around your spreadsheet.